Hello, hello, testing, testing, testing. All right. Happy birthday, Mongo. Today is your 70th birthday.
Yes, it is.
And how do you feel on your 70th birthday?
Old.
Do you have any wisdom you can share with me after 70 years on planet? Check plays table 2.
My new quote is never
What?
mind.
Go ahead. It's all right. You'll be dead soon.
Life sucks.
Then you die. Maybe we should tell the story of where
you could poke me in the eye.
You made that up. Did you hear that from someone?
No,
Or you just made it up yourself?
I don't know.
Did you hear that from Grandpa Dave?
I don't really remember a source for that.
Okay. Well, I think it was maybe like a year or two ago when I interviewed you when I first came back to the desert around that time.
Yes.
And I was sitting over there and you were sitting here.
Yes.
And now we've traded places and the pandemic happened and your birthday happened and you taught me a lot of guitar. Thank you very much.
During the last year or so.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank
it was
you.
good for me too, right?
Yeah. So it was fun. I'm gonna be moving to Seattle now. I know you're not terribly excited about that.
Well, no, I'm excited for you, but it's just the sense of losing the opportunities to be with you.
Yeah.
That's all.
But it is 2 hour. It's only about a couple. I think it's less than a 2-hour plane ride, so
Yeah.
it's not too bad to come back, at least on a plane. But today is your birthday. I just want to say happy birthday,
Thank you.
and thank you for all this fun times we've been sharing together, playing music and teaching me all the chords. I call you the chord master because you know all the chords.
I
And
know I
you've been helping me
don't
a lot.
know all the chords,
A
but
lot of
I
chords.
do enjoy learning about new ways to put some interest into the basic chords on a guitar.
See you're still in there. Okay. Yeah. So where did you learn all those chords?
Well, I think probably when I was a worship leader for the church in San Jose was where I learned how to change keys and the basic structure of music came from that. I played every week for 7 or 8 years.
Did you have a teacher?
No, just friends, all other friends from the church that played and shared things that they had learned.
Oh. So was that during the Koinonia times?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the hippy dippy Koinonia times?
Well, it was just a bunch of Jesus people, Christians in their early 20s and late teens, and they got excited about the message of about Jesus, and we tried to live it out both individually and collectively.
So it's basically like a commune where everybody lived together.
Well, not everybody that came to the church
Somebody.
actually lived in the Christian commune, but I did, and your mom did, and you did, and your sister did.
And then
I don't know how much of it you really did.
Well, I think I was 2 or 3 when I came here,
okay,
right?
yeah,
So a couple of years,
but
maybe.
but we lived in San Jose outside the Christian commune. We called it Christian community. But anyway, we lived outside of that for a while and stayed in the San Jose area, but were not in the Christian commune at the last couple of years.
Oh, but you were still in San Jose.
We're still in San Jose, but
Oh.
not in the community.
Okay. Yeah, because I was talking with Jason yesterday, my friend that came by, and he was in a different. I think he was getting adopted by a different family when they were born. They were twins or something. And then what happened was his grandma kind of like intercepted them, and she ended up adopting them. And then they moved right here down the street.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, well, I was born in San Jose, and my dad got a job as a teacher in Hesperia, right?
Right.
So that's a long that's a long distance from where I was born. And the same happened to him, so we both kind of ended up right here on the same street. And it's just weird how that happens in life when you grow up with certain people. Because I hadn't seen him, we used to play music together in high school and stuff, but I haven't seen him in 20 years.
Right.
And so
it's very rewarding to be able to spend time with people who are older adults, and you look back on all the experiences that you shared with them, but at the time you were 12 or 14 or 18.
Yeah, so
it's fun to talk about those earlier days in your lives and what all the different activities and events and hazards and craziness that went on.
Yeah, like we went around to all the junior highs and high schools. We went to the Victor Valley Mall, and they still have the same hot dog on a stick there and everything. And then we went down to the tunnel and took some pictures down there where we used to play when we were kids. And then I showed them that new development right here that's going on.
Right.
And I think they're having a ribbon cutting ceremony on Thursday for that place.
Really?
Yeah, and they said it started back in 94, 95 or something.
Yeah, it's been around. The concept of a new community with a lot of new buildings and businesses and roads has been an idea that's been hanging around for a very long time.
Yeah, in Hesperia, right? Because I asked them, they said that's still considered Hesperia all the way to, is that 395?
Yeah.
Where it's going by Jim Wells' house?
138.
Or 138, yeah. So, it's been really kind of wild. I was talking to Heather about this a little bit, how we all kind of ended up in the desert around the same time over the past 2-3 years during the pandemic and all that. So now that I'm moving, and it's a little bit bittersweet. I really enjoyed being here with you guys and spending time, especially with you. Spent so much time doing music, and it was just interesting for me to see like all these little things that happened. That you got that drum set for free from a teacher or somebody that showed up here, and you already had all the PA system equipment at this house that you set up. You really encouraged me to start playing live more. And I remember in the beginning you were saying, you got to practice because you might get some opportunity to play. And I was kind of like, whatever, no one's going to ask me to play live. And then I did get a chance to play with Danny, my producer. I went to go see him, and I think it was, I always say Malibu Beach, but it's Newport. I think it was Newport Beach. And he played a show, and he said, hey, Eric, do you want to open up for me? And I wasn't ready. I said, oh, no, I don't have all my stuff memorized. So you were right. And then you were also the person that told me if I learned a lot of Beatles songs, that would help me a lot with my own songwriting, and it would be easier to write songs. And I did. Yeah. I learned a lot of Beatles songs over the past couple of years. So all those chords and progressions and everything kind of got stuck in there. And then I think that helped speed up the process when I was writing and recording my own album.
I believe that to be true.
So again, I just want to say thank you for all your love, your support, and your ramminess.
Okay.
In case you don't know, the Mongo song is about Mongo.
Maybe at this point you should cut away and play the Mongo song.
Yeah.
And then in your editing.
Mongo.
Yeah.
And that's been a favorite of a lot of people that heard the for some reason. The Mongo song has become popular. But yeah, I don't
like the people that wrote "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer."
Can you play that song? Do you know how to play it?
Oh, I don't know how to play it, no. But I'm just saying, sometimes something that's silly ends up being popular because it's very different and kind of eccentric. And that's
career-defining moment.
Yeah.
It's like the silly songs, the stupid songs.
Right.
Well, that's what happened with the Life Sucks song. Did you know that started trending on TikTok?
Yeah, well, you told me that it was, and I thought, that can't be possible.
Yeah, because because you were always singing Life Sucks, then you die. I'm going to poke you in the eye or something, and I was always laughing. I was, it was right in the middle of the pandemic, so it was definitely not a happy time for me and a lot of people. So when I recorded that song, I think it was just in the garage back there with a little, crappy microphone on the laptop or something. And I think I just had Garage Band or something.
Yeah.
On a 10-year-old laptop or something. And I never, ever thought anybody would hear that or want to use it or anything. And people started filming themselves on TikTok, using it a lot. That was the first moment for me that I thought, whoa, maybe I can actually do something with this music stuff. Because I haven't, not that I've had any great success or anything, but I just saw what, like the chain reaction of people when there's a song that connects with them, even if it's a silly song, then it starts to kind of spread and go to other people. Yeah. So that was weird. That was weird for me to see that. I thought, oh, great. This, out of all the songs I wrote, this is the one, this is the one that people like a lot. But I think there's something important that happens when you're just sort of honest about what situation you're in or how you're feeling at a time, and you're vulnerable. And I've heard other musicians say that when you're the most vulnerable and you actually kind of transparent with your music and how you're feeling at the time, those are the songs that really hit people. Right. So it's hard to do that. It's hard to be vulnerable. Transparent and kind of like, hey, open up your chest. Hey, everybody, this is how I feel right now. It's not easy to do that. But that's another thing the Beatles did a lot. That I think another reason that made them so successful.
They had silly songs too.
Yeah, they had silly songs too.
We all live in a yellow submarine and, other crazy stuff.
But I think that's another thing that made them so likable, is because they're very human. They always joke around, they're fun, but they're also very serious at times. So it's kind of like a range of... just like how real life is. Yeah. But I mean, how has it been for you getting back into music? Because before I came to the desert, you weren't really playing your guitar at all, were you?
Well, I think I had started. I got to a point where I realized I was going to be locked down with the pandemic rules. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, what am I going to do that I really enjoy while I'm home a lot? And that's how I got started back, pulling the guitar out and putting some new strings on it and starting to look at the resources that were online for learning music, and it just kind of kick-started my interest in returning to music. Yeah. But there was a period of time where I played quite a bit every week.
During the pandemic?
But way back in the beginning of the commune.
Oh, way back in your hippy-dippy days. Well, I guess you were out of college at that time.
Yeah.
But between then and now, there was a sort of a big gap in between where you weren't really playing at all, right?
Probably 10 or 15 years that I just didn't even touch it.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now? Like, what does music mean to you? Like, how does it make in your life, just in general?
Yeah, but in a just an overall general sense, there's something about when a human being tries to create art, be it paintings or statues or carvings or whatever, music, there's something transformative that happens to a person's soul and mind in that process. And so I have noticed that I've revisited music I loved from the past. I've learned some new music, songs that just captured me and my attention. And in the process, I just felt like it helped me to cope with the historical moment that we're in.
Yeah.
But it's not, doesn't need to be viewed in such a grandiose manner. I mean, just getting up early, having a cup of coffee out on the back porch, and playing some pop music, some James Taylor, some Beatles, some old Christian music that I know, and on and on. I've learned a lot, and also been affected a lot by participating in art, music, the art form of music.
How does it affect you, though? Would you say, like
healing?
Yeah, therapeutic.
Yes, very therapeutic.
Yeah, I hear some other musicians talk about that. I think that's a really interesting question. I've been asking people, what does music mean to you personally? One person said it's medicine. Music is medicine. Another person said freedom. So anyway, again, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to get back into music and to encourage me and help me so much with all the equipment and the chords and all this, because I really wasn't I don't want to say motivated to take music more seriously or play shows and do all that stuff, but there was a combination of things that really pushed me, and you were a big one, and also meeting Danny was another big one.
Yeah.
So it was really you two guys that sort of pushed me over the line, and usually I'm the one pushing other people. Hey, you should do this, you should do that, and I just want to say thank you for that, because it's been a huge blessing for me to get back into music. And just like you, I hadn't played in 15 years or something, or maybe closer to 20 even. And so I was really surprised how fast I was learning.
You did pick things up quickly.
Yeah. And it just kind of made me feel like, I was talking to Jason about this the other day, but whenever I have a pick in my pocket, I feel like it's just right. It's supposed to be there. It's not like a lucky charm or anything, but I just feel like, oh, yeah, that's me. I'm supposed to have that in my life. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. And I've always felt that way ever since high school. So, I'm excited to go to Seattle. I have no idea what's going to happen there. But, the first job that I got had to do with music. So I'm taking that as a sign that I'm going in the right direction.
Open door for now.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's been fun. So I'm looking forward to the next chapter, I guess, whatever that is.
Well, thank you for all that you've given me in terms of laughter and joy. And it's really been a joy to play music with my own son.
Yeah.
That he has written himself.
Oh, not just cover songs.
Not just cover songs, although I loved those experiences equally as well. But to play in a supportive way my instrument, to support your path in the days ahead is, that's a special moment.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, I didn't really think about it like that, I guess, because it all just sort of happened. I didn't really. It must be kind of weird having a kid and then seeing them write their own music and being a part of that. And you did help me write some of the songs, like on Wasteland. You did the like the bridge or the chorus and some other songs too. So it's been really fun. You gotta have fun, when you're playing music. That's something I remembered I think that's what I like most about it. Because there's a lot of musicians I've met that are just very technical, and they don't really know how to play with other people. And I'm just musically, have fun and enjoy. They're just kind of like serious about technical stuff. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun for me too. So thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. You think I'll make it in Seattle?
I think you're going to get there. You might be coming home. Who knows?
I might be coming home in a week. I don't know. We'll see how long I can last. All right. Happy birthday, Mongo.
All right. I love you.
Love you too, Mongo. All right.